Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Inverness Raceway, final card of racing on the 2025 harness racing season. It goes to post this afternoon at 1 o'clock. If you want to check your program, we'll go over the changes for this afternoon's card of racing. Races 1 and 2, they go as programmed. The first and second are okay. That'll bring us over to race number 3, the second and the early double. Number 2, Delightful Wine Equipment Change. Off at the open bridle, and he goes to a Swedish blind. Over to race number 4 in the fourth condition field, number 601, the One Lion Swift. Pencil in the driver, Mr. Zach Mullins. Zach Mullins on the 1. Lion Swift in the fourth. Take out the 3, East Future, and the 6, Custard's Dungeon. In the Alex and Patsy McKenzie Memorial Pace, the field of 7 is cut down to a field of 5. Over to race number 5, it is the Vincent and Caddy Graham Memorial Pace. And additional line on the 4, I Got Sucks. In the Governor's Cup elimination at the Northside Downs yesterday afternoon, I Got Sucks left post 1, finished 3 by 1 1/4 lengths. In a mile of 2:01 4/5, I Got Sucks aced the mile 2:02 1. You Have to Wear. Red Room, she wrote, was second. I Got Socks in rain to Rodney Gillis, finished up third. Of race number 6, the first down, the late double. It's the retirement of Makes Me Stupid. Number 7, a Premier Heiress, is scratch 6. It's the Make Me Stupid Pace, that's in the 6th. Over to race number 7, number 6, Windermere's Best Man. He's out, he's scratched 6. Additional line posted for What's Up Doc, left post 5, finished 5 by 5 3/4 lengths in a mile 2:01 4/5. What's Up Doc paced the mile in 2:03 in a rain to Zach Mullins. You Have to Win. Red Room, she wrote, was second, and I Got Socks, finished up third. Additional line for Sure Gain. And race number 7, the 3 entry, left post position 5, finished 4 by 5 1/4 in a mile of 1:56 4/5. Sure Gain paced the mile in 57 4 in a rain to Rodney Gillis. Ranked contender, the winner, Kraken Sealster, second. Payline finished up third. Those are your changes to the program. Our final day of racing here at the Inverness Raceway. The post time is at 1 o'clock, 12 minutes on post time for the first. Leading drivers and trainers here at the Inverness Raceway 2025 harness racing season. The leading drivers leading the way going into the final day. Zach Mullins with 111 starts. 26 times to the winner's circle, 23 seconds and 10 thirds. Danny Gillis is in second spot, 75 starts. He has 24 wins on the season. And in third spot, it's Rodney Gillis. 117 drives, the most on the season here at the Inverness Raceway, and he has 19 wins. Leading trainers going in to this afternoon, Zach Mullins with 82 starts and 20 trips. As a trainer to the winner's circle, Lewis McDonnell has 16. Andy Effort Beaton is in third spot. He has 13. So for the wins, most wins on the season by a driver, Zach Mullins, as of the start of the day, has 26 wins. Danny Gillis has 24 and Rodney has 19. In the training category, Zach has 20. Lewis has 16. Andy Effort Beaton has 13. 8 minutes, post time for the first. On parade from the lower turn are the entries here in the first condition field. Downwinners 1 and 2 Paramedial Races Life. They go for purse $1,100. Keegan Madden in the sulky here on the one Fernhill Jazz, owned by Beverly McKinnon and Anthony Eaton. Dropping down in class, here's Rankinville Seamus off a qualifier. Order driver is Sandy McNeil. Up in post 3, it's Blazing K's, a 2-year-old Big O'K's. By Keith and Lewis McDonnell, Route 19 Racing. Lewis McDonnell is out. Ricey, True Grit. Monica Sutherland drives for Melanie. Patricia LeBlanc rounding out the field of 5, Bank at Dad. Older trader driver, Mr. Tim Gillis. Field 5 here in the first. They go to post at 1 o'clock, 5 minutes. Post time for the first. Entries on the way back, second and final score here in the first, down to 4 now. There's a meeting at the Inverness Raceway on Wednesday. This Wednesday, October 29th, 7 p.m., we'll be discussing next year's 100th year celebration of harness racing here at the Inverness Raceway. We'll be gathering ideas to have on the 26th harness racing season. Everyone is welcome to attend. Coffee downstairs and also in the barn canteen for this afternoon. A cake and coffee and tea here in the Parimutuel and over there at the canteen on the barn side. From the 50-50 crew, a little thank you for the tremendous support throughout the year. Inverness is 50-50. It's the best in the Maritimes. Down to 3 minutes on post 3 to go. Your officials for this afternoon's Cardiff Racing. Paddock Judge, Lee Gillis. Starter, Mr. Sean Tobin. In the judges' stand this afternoon, your presiding judge, Mr. Danny McKinnon. Associate judges. On video, it's Craig Mills. On the window, it's Karen Hockel. Thomas Burke is on photo finish. Brock McLean on photo patrol. Carter McDonald did our timer. Shannon McLean is our charter. Our Parimutuel manager is Megan McQuarrie. I'm your track announcer, Gordy McNeil. Down to 2 now, 2 to go. Happy birthday wishes going out in the paddock area. Anthony Beaton's going to be celebrating a birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Anthony. Your starter, Mr. Sean Tobin, has called the entries in. It's post time here for the first. Entries head to the top of the lane here in the first. Short field of 5. Condition field for purse 1100. Fernhill Jazz on the rail, and Keegan Madden, Rankinville Seamus, and Sandy McNeil. Blazing K's, Lewis McDonnell, I See True Grit, Monica Sutherland, Bankadad, Timmy Gillis, Field of 5, they're all on the wings. Good start. Gate picks up speed. Down off the gate and away, and Fernhill Jazz heads out for the early lead. Rankinville Seamus drives in 2 up here, 3rd on the outside. That is I See True Grit. At a 4, Bankadad in the backfield, it's Blazing K. He's waiting to get everything all settled front. Rankinville Seamus on the outside, and at tail Fernhill Jazz. Then driving 3rd, I See True Grit. At a 4, that is Bankadad, and then Blazing K. On past that stable turn for the first time. Fernhill Jazz wants to chop out the fractions. He's been by that opening station. 30 and 4/5. 7-year-old vintage master Rankinville Seamus. Yet to see the pylons. He'll duck down there now at the 3/8 turn. On toward the half now, and Sandy McNeil has Rankinville Seamus all settled up front. The second, Fernhill Jazz. I See True Grit peeks to the outside. Blazing K's gonna follow him. In our trail, it's Bankadad 101 and 2. Past that a half mile, the backside and the 3/4 up and coming now. Rankinville Seamus in control of the field. I See True Grit. Here's Blazing K's. He's gonna tip up 3 deep. This 2-year-old by Tobago K's. Looks for 2 in a row, and Lewis McDonnell has him headed up front on the lead, heading towards that 7/8 turn. 133 and 1/5 by the 3/4. Blazing K's up front. Second, Rankinville Seamus, then I See True Grit. Then Bankadad, we're through the lane here. Blazing K's. Here is Rankinville Seamus. On the outside, it's Blazing K's to hang on. Unofficially showing on the board 3, 2, 4, and 5. Blazing K's. The winner, Rankinville Seamus, was second. I See True Grit finished up 3rd. Race 20 trip 202. Blazing K's here in the first for Lewis McDonnell. Everybody in Port Hood must have a Lewis McDonnell hoodie for the winter. Arriving back and heading into Denmark Acres Winter Circle, 2-year-old big pacing getting by at the big OKs at the Mach 3 mare Jenna Grace. This horse was bred by Kenneth Smith at a bottom shop, Prince Edward Island. Route 19 Racing shares ownership with Keith McDonnell and trainer driver Lewis McDonnell. He goes back to back in the win column. This time in 2:02. It's a new lifetime mark, 2-year-old Blazing Case. And the second official, Fernhill Jazz was 5, Rankinville Seamus second. Blazing Case, the winner, Icy True Grit, was 3, and Bank of Dad finished at 4. 30 and 4, 101 and 2, 133 and 1, 202. Top the program, it should read 5, 2, 1, 3, 4. 202 is a new lifetime mark, second on the season, the 2-year-old Blazing Case, 27, 210 and 210 the place. Rankinville Seamus, 210 and 210, 210 for IC True Grit. 3-2 exact at $4.80, $4.80. 3-2 and 4 try 10-10. Up and coming race number 2 is the first in the early daily double condition field on water 601. With the $5,000 claiming at it on, they go for $1,300. The entry is going as programmed in the second. Over to race number 3. Delightful Wine. Off of the open bridle, it goes to a Swedish blind. That's the only correction for the early double. Elliot, if you wanted to do a post parade this afternoon, just take a run out, buddy. On behalf of everyone at the Inverness Raceway, we'd like to extend our deepest thanks to our incredible fans and supporters. Your enthusiasm, loyalty, and love for harness racing are what keeps the sport alive and thriving in our community. Each year from the grandstand, every word of encouragement to our drivers, trainers, and owners, and every visit to the track, rain or shine, reminds how special our racing family truly is. You've helped make Inverness Raceway not just a venue for competition, but a gathering place filled with friendship, tradition, and shared excitement. As another great season comes to a close, we celebrate you, the fans, who make every race worth it. Your continued support keeps harness racing strong in Inverness and ensures its legacy for the future generations. From all of us here at the Inverness Raceway, thank you for being part of our story. We can't wait to see you back at the track next season. With gratitude and appreciation, the management and staff, the Inverness Raceway team here at the Inverness Raceway. The entries for the first end of the early daily double. They're moving down the backside on towards post right. Parade from the lower turn entries here in the second. The 1JG's Jumanji, trained by Gussie McLean, Danny Gillis out. The 2 Dirty Bobby, Andrew McLean for Andy Stewart. Redmond Doucette and Lena McIsaac. The 3 JJ's Night Simmet, Zach Mullins for Eileen Beaton. The 4 Makes Me Stupid, making his last start of his racing career here at the Inverness Raceway, all by Max Webster Stable. And a Mary McQuarrie. Rodney Gillis is up, the winner in his last start in 2:02 and 2. Zayden's Luck at a post 5 has Lewis McDonnell for Route 19 Racing. Rounding out the field, number 6, Eastward Old Funnel by G.G. Stone and Max Stable. Bernie McDonald Conditions, Monica Sutherland is in the sulky. Field of 6, first and the early double. It goes to post in 6. Feature races on this afternoon. Start of racing in race number 4. It's the Alec and Patsy McKenzie Memorial Pace. Over in race number 5, it's the Vincent and Caddy Graham Memorial Pace. That's over in race number 5. Makes Me Stupid is retiring as of this afternoon. He goes to post here in the second. From post position 4, Mr. Rodney Gillis. Mr. Rodney Gillis is in the sulky. He'll win his last start. 2:02 and 2 for Rodney. 3 wins on the season. And it makes me stupid. Last trip behind the gate here this afternoon. That is the Makes Me Stupid pace. That'll go in race number 6. And the winner's over feature for $2,000 to close out the 2025 harness racing season. Take out the 6 Windermere Best Man That's over in the 6th. Our number 6 in race 7. The winner's over. Entries on the way back. Second and final score down to 3 now. 3 to go. Cake and coffee and tea to our fans and supporters here at the Inverness Raceway. It's over here in the Parimutuel. It's over there at the canteen over on the back side. Thank you to all the fans and supporters, drivers, trainers, and grooms, all here at the Inverness Raceway to keep it all going. Favorite on the board at present time. He's a dead favorite at $2.60. That's the rail entry. The 5-year-old hilarious Halo mare, J.G. Jumanji, owned, bred, and trained by Gussie McLean at Port Hood. Danny Gillis for the 2nd week in a row gets the catch drive. He was in the winner's circle with his 5-year-old mare last week, looking to head back to the Denmark Acres winner's circle. He's at $3 at $7.24. Makes me stupid at $7.20. He was a winner in his last start. Stays here in the same class. Rodney Gillis stays on board. There's our leading dash winner on the season coming in front of us, Mr. Zach Mullins, enjoying a very successful 2025 harness racing season. Down to 2 minutes now, 2 to go. Entries for the 2nd in the hands of your starter. Race number 2's first end of the early daily double. Condition field number 601 also eligible. $5,000 claiming JG's Jumanji, the Betty He's at $7.60. Danny Gillis and Sulky, Dirty Bobby, and Andrew McLean. JJ's Neats Image, Zach Mullins, Makes Me Stupid, Rodney Gillis, Zayden's Luck, Lewis McDonnell, Andy Sport Old Fun, and Monica Sutherland. Field of 6, out on gate. JG's Jumanji heads out for the lead. That Dirty Bobby is up second, 30 outside. That is Zayden's Luck as he pushes on. He's going to duck back down into the 3-hole and let JG's Jumanji chop it out to light. Or rather, Dirty Bobby is skin up here third. That is Zayden's Luck. He had a 4 GG's Night's Image driving 5, making his last lifetime start. It Makes Me Stupid in the backfield. It's Eastport Old Fun. We're stretched out single file, 30-1. Past that opening timer. Heading on toward the half mile now. Uncontested up front. It's JG's Jumanji. He's looking for 2 in a row. A second, Dirty Bob. Third, Zayden's Luck. JJ's Night's Image. Here Makes Me Stupid. The first to sacrifice up here on the outside. And Eastport Old Fun's going to follow him. 4 in, 2 out. 101 and 2 by the half. Up the backside. 3/4 is the next stop. JG's Jumanji has to go on a little bit here now. He's second. That is Dirty Bobby. Out here, third on the outside. It Makes Me Stupid. Zayden's Luck is trapped in at 4 at the rail. Eastward Old Fun, 5 on the outside. Up here, 6, it's JJ's Night's Image. It's going to be 3 in. It's going to be 3 out. 132 and 1. JG's Jumanji. It's going to step on that gas pedal here, passing that 7/8. It Makes Me Stupid. Up here, second on the outside, then Dirty Bobby. Wire to wire, JG's Jumanji and Danny Gillis. Dirty Bobby second. Makes Me Stupid. Finishes up third. JG's Jumanji, 201 and 3. Here in the second. Unofficially, 1, 2, 4, and 5, JG's Jumanji. Winner here in the second for Danny Gillis. Dirty Bobby was second. Makes Me Stupid third. Zayden's Luck finished up 4. 1, 2, 4, and 5 unofficially here in the second. Heading into the Denmark Acres Water Circle. 5-year-old pacing mare by Hilarious Halo. The Canvas mare, Abby Best. Homebred and trained by Gussie McLean. He had a Port Hood. Danny Gillis picks up win number 25 on the season for Danny. He's one behind Zach Lynn's in the win column here at the Inverness Raceway. So Zach has 26. Danny now pushes up to 25. We'll be watching that closely on the afternoon's card of racing. Lewis McDonnell jumps into third position, tied with Rodney Gillis. So it's Zach Mullins, he has 26. Danny Gillis, he has 25. 19 apiece for Rodney Gillis and Lewis McDonnell. Second official now, Jumanji was the winner. Dirty Bobby second, JJ's Knight's Image 6. Makes Me Stupid 3, Zinslock 4, Eastward O Fun 5. 30-1 by the quarter, a minute. 101-2 by the half. 32-1, 3/4. Race winning trip. 201-3. Top the program. If you're marking here in the second, it's 126, 345. Cross board for the winner, 710. 280 and 230. The place to 2. Dirty Bobby. 260, 220, the show, the 4. Makes Me Stupid. In his final dash of racing, $2.90. 1-2, Quinella, 550. 1-2, 4, try, 2650. Up and coming in the third, equipment change on the 2, Delightful 1. He's off at the open, and he goes to a sweet blind. Your approximate daily double odds. Free proof, $6.06. Delightful wine, 15.15. Zero stress Nora, 33.33. Phil, 8.8. Sweet Success, 62.62. Whistler, 43.43. Miss Chili Pepper, 62.62. Quite a few thank yous going out here this afternoon on closing day to Ron McGilvray, distributors of Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet Olds. Beautiful drag truck we have each and every day of harness racing here at the Inverness Raceway. Ron McGilvray, the providers of that drag truck. St. Andrew Street, that's on 75 St. Andrew Street, Nanny Ganesh, Nova Scotia. To Kevin Daigle, keeps our infield so beautiful during the harness racing seasons here at the Raceway. A lot of work goes into cutting that grass and keeping it up to par. Thank you very much, Kevin. To Barry Watson Construction Limited, to Ian Tate Plumbing and Heating, and Ideal Concrete. They provided that beautiful new starting gate. They're supporters of that starting gate. To those sponsors, they are major sponsors here at Inverness Raceway, and a lot of volunteer working and sponsorship goes in to racing each and every day here at the Inverness Raceway. Entries coming up, host. On parade from the lower turn are the entries here in the third, second, and the double exacta. Track to win place and show waging. Condition field diameters 301 last 5. They go purpose of 1150. The 11-year-old, a classic card shark, a free proof, is on the rail, owned by Route 19 Racing driver Lewis McDonnell. The one is free proof. Delightful line at post 2, owned and trained Madison Poirier. Andrew McLean is at the 2. Delightful wine. 3-0 Stress Nora, owned and trained Melanie Patricia LeBlanc. Monica Sutherland drives 3-0 Stress Nora. For Filthy Phil, 3-year-old Shanghai Phil, owned by Redmond Doucette, trained by Lennon Isaac. Danny Gillis is in the sulky. Zach Mullins in the sulky on the 5 Sweet Success, owned by Keegan McLean. Lennon McIsaac trained Zach Mullins out. 6 Whistler, older Trenter driver, Mr. Sandy McNeil. And rounding out the field here in the second, it's the 9-year-old Dally. It's Miss Chili Pepper, owned, trained, and driven by Mr. Timmy Gillis, the 7, Miss Chili Pepper. Down to 4 minutes on post, 4 to go. Favorite on the board there at $4.60. Filthy Phil in rain to Danny Gillis. For Redmond Doucette and Lennon McIsaac, a 2-time winner on the season. He went 57-4 at the Truro Raceway. 57-4 at Truro Raceway. He paced in 59-3, 2 starts back. For Redmond Doucette, Danny Gillis is in the sulky here this afternoon. Should he head to the winner's circle, he'll be tied with Zach Mullins. Zach drives the 5 Sweet Success over here in race number 3. Lewis is closing in on them, but he only has, let's have a look here now. He's at 19 wins. 19 wins. He has free proof on the rail at $7.60. My selection over here in race number 3. I went with the 4, Filthy Phil, and Danny Gillis for second. I penciled in free proof. He's a 4-time winner this year, 59 4/5 here at the Raceway for Route 19 Racing. Coming in front of you, here's Lewis McDonnell with 11-year-old free proof. And for third, I went to the far outside, the Whistler. And owner, trainer, driver, Sandy McNeil, a 2-time winner here at the Raceway this year. 4, 1, and 6. My call here for the third. Entries called up to the gate. Favorite on the board now. That's the foot, $5.60. They're pretty close knit. Free proof on rail, he's at $8.40. Andrew McLean's Delightful Wine there. He's a sneaky one. He's at $6.50. Zero Stress Nor is at $9.50. Longest shot on the board. He's on the outside. That's Whistler and Sandy McNeil. Up and coming, some features on this afternoon's card. Alex and Patsy McKenzie Memorial Pace in third. The Vincent and Kenny Graham Memorial Pace in the fifth. The Retirement of Makes Me Stupid in the sixth. And a winner's over feature in a field of 5 for $2,000 to close it out. Entries for the third. The hands of your starter. Condition field diameter 301 last 5. They go for purse of 1150. We've a field of 7. Free proof is on the rail, and Lewis McDonnell Delightful Wine. And Andrew McLean, Zero Stress Nora, Monica Sutherland, Filthy Phil, Danny Gillis, Sweet Success, Seth Mullins, Whistler, Sandy McNeil in the backfield. That is Miss Chili Pepper. And Kim Gillis. Field of 7 comes through the lanes here at the Inverness Raceway. It's post time for the third. Down off at the gate and away and Free Proof. Heads out for the lead. Delightful Wine is second. Up here third on the outside. That is Filthy Phil. Up here 4. That is Miss Chili Pepper from 5. Zero Stress Nora. It is 6 Sweet Success in the backfield. That is Whistler on toward the opening quarter now. And Delightful Wine, the 7-year-old by Better's Delight. In rain to Andrew McLean. He's up front down the engine. He's going to try to stay there second. Here's Filthy Phil out on the outside, putting on 2/5. Past that opening station activity. Right here at the 3/8, Delightful Wine is going to bring them on through the lanes, the half mile. Filthy Phil, second on the outside, can't get by on towards the 5/8, and it's going to be beyond before he'll get to the lead because Delightful Wine is game here this afternoon. Filthy Phil. 59 1/5 by the half. Free Proof is third. Miss Chili Pepper up here in 4. Then from 5-0, Stress Nora. The Whistler comes on the backfield. Then Sweet Success. Delightful Wine. He's still up front by a length. Free Proof is second. Filthy Phil is third. Up here in 4 at 0, Stress Nora. By that 3/4, 1/3, 2/5. Delightful Wine came to play today. Andrew McLean. He's up front by 2. With this Madison Poirier pupil through the lanes. Delightful Wine is going to travel here. He's going to go wire to wire. Free Proof is second. Up here third. That is Filthy Phil. Oh, 1 and 2. Delightful Wine, wire to wire. Here in the third. Unofficially, 2-1, 4 and 6. Delightful Wine. Free Proof was second. Filthy Phil third. Whistler finished up 4. Heading into the Denmark Acres Winter Circle. 7-year-old babies and gelding by Better's Delight at the Vintage Master Mare. Wine with Me. Douglas Millard at Woodstock, Ontario is the breeder. He's owned and trained by Madison Poirier. Andrew McLean in the sulky. Sent this 7-year-old on the engine. He went wire to wire. 201 and 2/5. 4th win on the season. 17 overall. Delightful Wine and Andrew Klein. And the third official, Free Proof was second, Delightful Wine, the winner. Zero Stress Noro was 5, Filthy Phil was 3, Sweet Success was 7, Whistler 4, Miss Chili Pepper was 6. 29 and 2, 59 and 1, 130 and 2, 1 and 2. Top the program, it should read 215 374 6 on the bottom. $30.40. For the exact combination for the trot, 2 1 at 4, it came back $35.10. $35.10 for the try. For the daily double, $15.20. $15.20. Up and coming. Race number 4, number 1 Line Swift. Zach Mullins does the driving. Take the 3 and the 6. AB's Future and Custard's Dungeon, they're both match 6. This is the Alex and Patsy McKenzie Memorial Pace. And it goes to post in 11 minutes. There'll be a meeting here at the Inverness Raceway on a Wednesday evening, October the 29th at 7 o'clock, discussing plans for the 100-year celebration of harness racing here at the Inverness Raceway. Any suggestions? Anybody is welcome on a Wednesday evening here at the Raceway. Also, there's cake and coffee and tea downstairs in the Parimutuel and in the barn canteen. Also, coffee and tea and cake this afternoon. A special thank you from the Inverness Raceway and the 50/50 crew. Thank you to the tremendous support for that 50/50 throughout the year. And our special thanks to Patricia and Julie and Marcy, our 50/50 sellers here at the Raceway. Those 50/50s, always a good one to pick up here when you're at the races here in Inverness. 50/50, it's the best in the Maritimes. On parade from the lower turn there, the entries here in the fourth. Condition field diameters 601. Last five. Also eligible $5,000 claiming. They go for purse 1,300. Lion Swift on the rail. Zach Mullins gets the call this afternoon for owner-trainer J.J. McDonald. Rodney Gillis and the sulky on two cruising again. Must be Noon Stable somewhere. Are the owners? The ever beaten is the trainer Rodney Gillis up. The two is cruising again. The 3AB Future Scratch Sec. The 4 is JG's Fireball. Danny Gillis in the sulky for owner trainer Gussie McLean. Here in position 5, it's East Coast Invader, bred by Todd Sutherland, owned and driven Monica Sutherland. 6 Custard's Dungeon, he's out. Rounding out the field, it's the 6-year-old Big O'K's mare, J.J. Scarlett. Keegan Madden for Anthony Beaton and Beverly McKinnon. The 7, J.J.'s Scarlett. Favorite on the board at present time at $2.70. That's the 5 East Coast Invader, a two-time winner this season, 58 2/5 being his best for Monica Sutherland and Todd Sutherland. Longest shot on the board is the 7 JJ Scarlett and Keegan Madden. He's at $29.50. $29.50. Keeping close eye on the winners, Zach Mullins. And Zach Mullins leads all drivers for wins on the season. He's at 26. Danny Gillis right on his heels. He has 25. He has JG's Fireball. Here on the 4th, a 7-year-old image of Don Mayer. On a train by Gussie McLean. Danny had a win on Gussie's JG's Jumanji earlier on the program. He goes out here again with JG's Fireball. East Coast Invader is the favorite at $3.30. He's dropping down in class. He's at 3 to 5 on the board. 3-5 on the board. My selection here on the 4th, I went to the 2. Cruising again. He's a time winner this season. 2 minutes 4 1/5. His best. He's an 11-time winner overall. It must be known as Somewhere Stable at a Little Judic. Hold the ownership papers. The effort beaten his trainer Rodney Gillis. Coming in front of us here, he's in the sulky. I'll go with the 2 Cruising again. Here on the 4th for second, I'll go to the favorite on the board, East Coast Invader and Monica Sutherland, a 2-time winner. And a 26-time winner overall. I'll pick East Coast Invader for second here in the Alex and Patsy McKenzie Memorial Pace. For third, I did have the 3 penciled in, AB's Future. He scratched. He's sick here this afternoon. So we're going to go to the 4, JG's Fireball and Danny Gillis. He's a 4-time winner, 2 minutes 1/5 his best here at the Raceway this season. 2, 5, and 4 my selection here on the 4th. Good luck with yours. Peter McKinnon on hand with us to watch the races this afternoon. He has Rank Contender racing very well at the North Side Downs, 156 4/5, winning easily for McKinnon and driver. The youngster Aiden Dixon, the sulky, sat in the pocket, brushed through lane. 156 4/5 in Governor's Cup consolation yesterday afternoon at the North Side Downs. We're down to 1 minute on post 1 to go. Your starter, Mr. Sean Tobin, has called the entries. He's going to gather them up here for the 4th. Once again, happy birthday wishes go Otis tomorrow. Anthony Beaton is going to be celebrating a birthday. Here are the entries in the fourth condition field diameter 601 last 5, also eligible. $5,000 claiming a field of 7 has been cut down to a field of 5 here for the Alex and Patsy McKenzie. Memorial Pace, Lion Swift, Dak Mullins cruising again, Rodney Gillis. GG's Fireball, Danny Gillis. East Coast Invader, Monica Sutherland. In the backfield, JJ Scarlett, Keegan Madden. Short field of 5, down off the gate and away. And the Lion Swift has out for the lead, driving second, cruising again. Up here third in the outside, it's East Coast Invader. He had a 4. And that is JJ Scarlett. And up there in 5, it's JG's Fireball. Heading down the backside toward the opening quarter now, and Lion Swift is up front on the lead, cruising again. It's here second. Third in the outside, JG's Fireball comes from the backfield here for Danny Gillis. Heading over towards the 3/8 turn, 32 and 2 past that opening station. Front on the outside, that is JG's Fireball, and at the rails, Lion Swift, East Coast Invader's going to drive the cover, cruising again. He's going to slip up the rail. And in the backfield, that is JJ Scarlett. On towards 5/8 turn now, and Lion Swift, he's still up front, a half, 101 and 3. The second on the outside. That is JG's Fireball. East Coast Invader licking his lips here. Third in the outside for 4. It's cruising again. Then JJ Scarlett, the Alex and Patsy McKenzie Memorial Pace. Head past the 3/4. And here is East Coast Invader on the far outside to take over the lead, cruising again. He's going to follow him 132 and 2. Past 3/4, and East Coast Invader is going to try to pick up win number 3 on the season. Monica Sutherland, well in hand, and East Coast Invader walking away, cruising again a second. JG's Fireball, he's up here for third. No doubt about the winner, East Coast Invader. 202 here in the fourth. Unofficially 5-4, 1 on the bottom. East Coast Invader, the winner, cruising again with second. JG's Fireball third. Lion Swift finished at 4. 5-2, 4 and 1 unofficially in the Alex and Patsy McKenzie Memorial Pace. Alex and Patsy McKenzie were lifetime fans and supporters of harness racing. here at the Inverness Raceway. Patsy was a member of the Ladies Auxiliary and worked in the canteen along with her mom and her sister. Today we honor Alex and Patsy McKenzie by presenting a cooler to the winner here in race number 4 and heading in to the Denmark Acres West Circle is the 8-year-old Big Pacing Gelding by role with Harry at the better Delight mare Manhattan Delight. This horse was bred by Todd Sutherland out of Port Hood. He's owned by Todd Sutherland and Monica Sutherland. Monica trains Monica in the sulky. 202 winning easily, capturing top honors in the Alex and Patsy McKenzie Memorial Pace in the winner's closure. Here is 8-year-old East Coast Invader. That fourth official now, Lion Swift was 4, cruising again second, AB Future Scratch 6. JG Fireball 3, East Coast Invader, the winner Custard's Dungeon Scratch 6. JJ Scarlet finished up 5. 32 and 2, 101 and 3, 132 and 2, 202. Top the program, 4-2 scratch, 3-1 scratched, 5 on the dump, 202. Third win on the season, win number 27 overall, 8-year-old East Coast Invader and Monica Sutherland. Up and coming in the 5th, it's the Vincent and Caddy Graham Memorial Pace. Lines have been posted for I Got Socks here in the 5th. The Northside Downs yesterday in the Governor Cup elimination started post 1 and finished 3. By a length and 3/4 and 201 and 4, paced his own mile 202 and 1 5th. For Rodney Gillis, You Have to Winner, Red Brumps wrote, was second. I Got Socks finished up 3rd. Short field of 5 here in the Vincent and Cat Graham Memorial Pace. I was just wondering who this entry was going down the backside. I thought of somebody retiring for the afternoon. But that's just Madison Poirier out there having some fun. with La Playa Deo out for a little jog here. And La Playa Deo is going out in our Winners Over feature for $2,000. Andrew McLean is in the sulky this afternoon. La Playa Deo is just dressed up here for Halloween. Getting ready for Halloween on Friday. That's La Playa Deo heading over there past the starting gate. Coming in from the grandstand, all dressed up for Halloween. That's La Playa Deo and Madison Poirier here, all dressed up for Halloween. Up and coming here in the fifth, it's the Vincent and Caddy Graham Memorial Pace Short Field of 5. The entries for the fifth. Moving down the backside, on towards Post Parade here in the Vincent and K. Graham Memorial Pace. Highway of Heroes on the rail for Walter Walker. Betty White, a 4-year-old Arthur Blue Chip mare. 6 wins on the season. Took a mark of 57 4/5 for this 4-year-old mare by Arthur Blue Chip. Windermere Don't Matter. Campbell Isaac. I Got Socks. 9 wins on the season for I Got Socks. And a 1-can Dan. He has 5 wins on the season. Short field of 5 here in the fifth. At On Parade from the lower turn are the entries. Here in the fifth, condition field, non-winners of 1,001. Last 5, also eligible. $9,000 claiming. Field of 5, they go for $1,700. Highway of Heroes on the rail. James McGinnis shares ownership with the trainer driver. Walter Walker, the 1 is Highway of Heroes. 2, Betty White. Zach Mullins in the sulky for owners Darlene and Brock McClellan. Zach Mullins is in the sulky. The 2 is Betty White. 3, Windermere Don't Matter. By Malcolm McCacken and Alex Sutherland. Campbell McIsaac up here 3. Windermere Don't Matter. I Got Socks. Those 4. By Anita Gillis and the trainer DF for beating Rodney Gillis up. The 4 is I Got Socks. At a post 5, rounding out the field, 1-can Dan, a 3-year-old Arthur Blue Chip. Close to 9,000 earnings this season from 13 starts. Owned by Redmond Doucette, trained by Lennon McIsaac. Mr. Danny Gillis is in the sulky. Field of 5, down to 5. here for the fifth. That ranked contender in 156 and 4/5 at the Northside Downs, that was in the Governor's Cup eliminations. Governor's Cup eliminations. Entries on the way back, second and final score. And we're down to 4 now. 4 to go. My selection here in the 5th. Here in the 5th, I went to the 4. I got Sox. He raced yesterday afternoon in the Governor's Cup elimination, but he comes right back. I'm going to go with that 4. I got Sox. He's a 9-time winner here at the Inverness Raceway, 58 and 2/5 season earnings of over $10,000. Regular pilot Rodney Gillis. He's back in the sulky. For second, I went to the 5, One Can Dan and Danny Gillis. He tries to tie Zach Mullins for wins on the season this afternoon. He's coming in front of us here. It's a 3-year-old by Arthur Blue Chip, a 5-time winner, 9,000 in earnings. For owner Redmond Doucette, trainer Lennon McIsaac, Danny Gillis gets the call here this afternoon. He was in the sulky last week. He was in that Denmark Acres winner circle last week. Tries to get in there again. And for third, I went to the 2, Betty White, the 4-year-old gray mare. Zach Mullins is in the sulky, 6-time winner, 57 4/5 this season for the new lifetime mark for that 4-year-old mare. 4, 5, and 2, my call here in the 5th. It's your last chance at the windows. The entries have been called to the gate. The entries for the fifth. In the hands of your starter. The entries for the Vincent and Caddy Graham Memorial Pace arrive at the stable turn. Condition field kilometers of 1,001. Last 5 also eligible. $9,000 claiming they go for purse. 1,700 Highway of Heroes. Walter Walker, Betty White, and Zach Mullins, Windermere Don't Matter. Campbell McIsaac. I Got Socks and a Rod Gillis. One Ken Dan and Danny Gillis. Field of 5. Come to the top of the lane. It's post time for the fifth here at the Inverness Raceway. Down. Off of the gate to win Highway of Heroes. Heads out for lead driving. Second, that is Betty White. Up here third on the outside, Windermere Don't Matter to keep them on going down the backside toward the opening quarter now on Highway of Heroes. In at the rail on the outside, Windermere Don't Matter. Third is Betty White up in 4. I Got Socks in the backfield. One Can Dan. Highway of Heroes. In at the rail on the outside, Windermere Don't Matter. Third is Betty White. I Got Socks is going to drive that second over cover, but Betty White pulls out there in front of him. He's going to have to settle for third on the outside past the opening quarter in 29. In a field of 5, we have 3 out and 2 in. A half mile is up and coming. Windermere Don't Matter. Highway Heroes, second in at the rail. Betty White drives second over, perfect cover. In at the rail, One Can Dan. In the backfield, I Got Socks, 59 and 1. Past the half mile up the backside and the 3/4 up and coming. Windermere Don't Matter has a head out front. Has a half a length out front. Highway of Heroes is coming back on. He has a nose in front. Tipping out, going 3 deep. That's the white one. That is Betty White and Zach Mullins. I Got Socks. He's going to follow him. One Can Dance in the middle. They're all tightened up a length and a half between this field of 5. 130 and 1/5. And Betty White is looking for win number 7 on the season. On the far outside, I Got Socks and a Highway of Heroes is still there. We're through the lanes, and I Got Socks is up to win it. Betty White second, a Highway of Heroes third. I Got Socks and a Rodney Gillis in a 1:59.3. Unofficially, 4-2-5. I Got Socks, the winner, in a 59.3/5, 10th win on the season. Betty White was second. Highway of Heroes third. One Can Dan finished up 4. 4-2-1-5 unofficially. here on the 5th. Back from the lower turn, heading into the Denmark Acres Water Circle. 5-year-old big pacing horse by Loretta. At the Western Hanover mare reinforced. Corey Manning at a Belmont, Manitoba did the breeding on this 5-year-old stud. Anita Gillis said it shares ownership with the trainer. DF for beaten Rodney Gillis is in the sulky, capturing top honor in the Vincent and Caddy Graham Memorial Pace. Vincent was an avid owner and racer of horses such as Lady Flame, Silver Wedding, and Judic Flyer. Here in Inverness and Truro, he participated in ice racing in Little Judic and Waikagama. Vincent and his partner Caddy were dedicated supporters of the Inverness Raceway. While Caddy enjoyed betting on the horses, Vincent focused on the statistics. They attended many races each and every Sunday until their passing. In the winner's enclosure, the winner of the Vincent and Caddy Graham Memorial Pace, 10-time winner this season, I Got Socks. Two more to go for the 2025 harness racing season. Up and coming there in the 6, number 7, Premier Harris is scratch sick. That's the Makes Me Stupid. Pace in race number 6 in the 7th. There's an additional line posted for What's Up Doc and Sure Gain. Take out the 6, Windermere Best Man in the winner's over. The 5th official Highway Heroes. Finished up 3rd, Betty White was 2nd. Windermere Don't Matter. Finished up 5, I Got Socks, the winner. At a 1, Dan finished up 4. 29 at the quarter, 59 and 1, 130 and 1, 159 and 3. Top the program, 2-5, 1 then 4 on the bottom. 159 and 3/5. 10th win on the season for I Got Socks. And a Rodney Gillis, and across the board, 510, 210, and 230. The place to 2, Betty White. 290, 210, the show the 1. Highway of Heroes, $3.10. Exacta 4 and 2, $13.40. 4, 2 and 1. Triacta, $78.80. Up and coming the 6, first and the late double. First end of that late double. And take out the 7, Premier RS. Take out the 7, cut down to a field of 6. The Makes Me Stupid Pace. Elliott Smith from Inverness Consolidated Academy is going to do our post parade here for the 6th.
Horses moving up the backside. Conditioning field numbers 801 last 5. They go for a purse 1500. On the rail, Selfield Sandy, owned by the Route 19 racing at a long point. Lewis McDonnell does the training and driving. The 2, Mare Heather M, owned by Alana Peters, trained by Melanie Patricia LeBlanc. Monica Sutherland drives. 3, Damn Lucky, owned by Dion Gillis, trained and driven by the Purple Plum Ambrose Gillis. 4, Yahtzee Ulster, owned by Cole Mullins, Angus McCory, Will Basker, James Struthers. Zach Mullins trains and drives. 5, Fear the Shadow, owned by the Irish Road Stable. Brian McGuinness trains. Keegan Madden. 6, MJ Ray, owned by Andrew McLean, trained by Andrew McLean, and owned by Ryder McLean. And the 7 is Scratched. Here on the 6, I'm going to go with the 1, Selfield Sandy, a 7-time winner. Then I'm going to go with the 4, Yahtzee Ulster, 5-time winner, owned by Cole Mullins, Angus McCory, Will Basker, and James Struthers. Zach Mullins trains drives, $453,000 in earnings. Then I'm going to go with the 5, Fear the Shadow, owned by the Irish Road Stable. Brian McGuinness trains. Keegan Madden between the wheels, and is a 5-time winner with $143,000 in earnings. Good luck with your picks. Mine's 1, 4, 5.
After this race that makes me stupid, retirement pace. We'll have presentation that makes me stupid. Upon completion of this dash, also upon completion of the 6th, we're going to draw for that 50-50. We're at 1550. Nice even split here at the Inverness Raceway each and every day. Thank you to our selling ladies, Patricia and Julie and Marcy. Hearty thank you from the horsemen. And everybody else here at the Raceway. We're at 1550. Still time to get a 50-50. My selection here in the 6th, Selfield Sandy. He hasn't drawn the 6-hole this week. He's drawn the rail. And he's a 7-time winner. He's very comfortable up front on the lead for Lewis McDonnell. That's where he's going to be pointed here this afternoon. He's a 7-time winner, 28 overall. Lewis McDonnell in the sulky on this 9-year-old by Western Paradise by Route 19 Racing. For second, I went to the 2, long shot winner Heather. And a Monica Sutherland up driving, 2-time winner this season. For third, I went to the 3, Dan Lucky and Ambrose Gillis. 1, 2, and 3 might call here in the 6th. We're down to 2 minutes now, 2 to go. Favorite on the board as the entries are called to the gate. That is the 1, Southfield Sandy and Lewis McDonnell. Next, $7.30 to 5, Fear the Shadow. Keegan Madden gets the call here this afternoon from the Irish Road Stables and trainer Brian McGinnis. Longest shot on the board, MJ Ray. By Ryan McLean, he's a 5-time winner this season. A 5-time winner for this 3-year-old. Just had the 1 start as a 2-year-old and a 5-time winner as a 3-year-old. He's by Roll with Harry. The entries for the 6th are in the hands of your starter. A special hello going out this afternoon. He keeps an eye on me to make sure I do everything properly here at the Raceway. Mr. Joe Guerra lying on his couch this afternoon watching football and keeping an eye on Sean Tobin, the starter here at the Inverness Raceway. Entries for the 6 come to the top of the lane. Southfield Sandy and Lewis McDonnell. Woodmere Heather M, Monica Sutherland, Dan Lucky, Ambrose Gillis, Yacht Sister. Zach Mullins, Fear the Shadow, Keegan Madden, MJ Ray, and Andrew McLean. Field of 6. They're all on the wings. They come through the lanes here at the Inverness Raceway. The first and the late double. They're down out the gate to win. Southfield Sunday. Hit zone fully. Damn Lucky's going to pop in the 2-hole. Up here, third on the outside, it's Yacht Sealster in 4 at the rail. That is Woodmere Heather M. You get a 5 here, the Shadow, then MJ Ray on toward the opening quarter now. Southfield Sandy has issued a parking ticket here to Yacht Sealster on the outside. Damn Lucky closes up the hole in third. Yacht Sealster tries to duck in the 3-hole. 28 and 4 past the quarter. That would be our Heather M. He's up in 4. You get a 5 here, the Shadow in the backfield. That is MJ Ray. Now stretched out single file, and we're passing a half, and the poker leg Southfield Sandy. He's up front on the lead. Damn Lucky a second. Yup. Sealster is third. Fear the Shadow and Keegan Madden. Up there first on the outside, Woodmere Heather M. at MJ Ray. 58 and 1/5, good half mile, Southfield Sandy. Looks for win number 8 on the season, Damn Lucky. He's closing in second. Driving up here third, Yacht Sealster, Fierce Shadow, Woodmere Heather M. And then MJ Ray. On towards the 7/8 turn, 128 and 1/5. Southfield Sandy. He's going to bring on home. Damn Lucky a second. Yacht Sealster, Fear the Shadow, and Woodmere Heather M. Through the lane, Southfield Sandy brings him on home. He's starting to tire. Damn Lucky closing in, and Fear the Shadow along with Yacht Sealster down at the wire. It looked like Damn Lucky might hang on for a second, but Yacht Sealster was very close. The judges have called for a photo. It's 158 and 3/5, wire to wire. Soapfield Sandy here on the 6th. We're going to draw for that 50-50, the final 50-50 here at the Raceway. For the 2025 harness racing season, very successful bidding on that 50-50 throughout the season. It's always the best in the Maritime, excluding Old Holmink, of course. And coming back a winner, he's familiar to the winner circle, an 8-time winner this season. He's a 9-year-old big piece of gelding by Western Paradise, said Cam Luck mare, Sanvangelica. This horse was bred at the Windermere Farms in Marshfield, Prince Edward Island, Route 19 Racing. At Alon Point there, the owners, Lewis McDonnell, enjoying a very successful 2005 harness racing season. He's in the winner's enclosure, and it makes me stupid, retirement pace. Eighth win now season, 58 and 3/5, Lewis McDonnell in tow. And the 6th official, Soapfield Sandy, the winner, Woodmere Heatheram was 5. Damn Lucky was 2nd, Yacht Sealster 3rd, Fear the Shadow 4. MJ Ray was 6th, Premier Aristocrat 2nd. 28 and 4, 58 and 1, 128 and 1, 158 and 2. Top the program, 152, 346. Scratch down the bottom, 158 and 3/5. Soapfield Sandy and Lewis McDonnell here in the 6th. Up and coming in the 7th, winners over for $2,000. Take out the 6. Windermere Best Man Scratch 2nd. What's up, Doc? Raced in North Side. Governor's Cup elimination, left post 5, finished 5 by 5 3/4 lengths in a mile 2:01 and 4, paced the mile 2:03. You have the winner. Red Rum, she wrote, was second. I got socks. Finished up third. Today we're looking at the racing career of Makes Me Stupid, bred by Bulletproof Enterprises out of Pasadena. Before today's start, he had 315 race starts with 40 wins, 55 seconds, 58 thirds, close to $100,000 in earnings. Took a mark of 55 3/5 at Dover Downs at the age of 4. Purchased in December of 2016 from Jetty Lee in Toronto. The horse was purchased by Robert Lamal and Anna and Anthony Beaton. Stupid rose to where he won the feature race in 2018 and 2019. In 2018, he was the Iron Horse of the Year. Over his career in the Inverness Raceway, Northside Down, Charlottetown Driving Park, and the Truro Raceway. Stupid didn't miss many starts. In 2025, he was purchased by Max Webster Stables and Mary McQuarrie, the trainer. Dougie McQuarrie was introduced to Makes Me Stupid at this point, and at the age of 14, his 2025 harness racing season, along with today, 23 starts, 3 wins, 1 second, and 6 thirds. He will spend the next number of years at the Red Barn and the farm at home. Today, we retire Makes Me Stupid. Congratulations, Mary. You had a good year with Stupid. And the winner of that 50-50, $1,695. Right over there on Maple Street. You'll be thinking it may have been one of you, so I'll give you a second. Okay, the winner, Teresa Smith. Teresa Smith, Lockness Street, here in Inverness, $1,695. Congratulations. And your approximate daily double odds. Jack Boswell, $2. $2. What's up, Doc? 124, 124. Sure Game, 24, 24. La Playa Deo, 124, 124. Talk some smack, $31, 31. Windermere Best Man is scratch sick. Field of 5 for the winner's over. The finale on the 2025 harness racing season. A very successful one here at the Inverness Raceway. A thank you to all the fans and supporters, trainers, drivers, groom, management, and staff here at the Inverness Raceway. Happy Halloween. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Easter. And we'll see you back here in late May of 2026. On parade from the lower turn, the entries here in the 7th. Winners over 1,000, last 5. They go for purse $2,000. In from the Summerside Raceway. Now the 4-year-old by Tobago K's Jack Boswell. Scores on the rail. He's owned by Mark and Keith McDonnell. Along with Bless Young, Keith McDonnell trains Mr. Lewis McDonnell. Is in the sulky. What's up, Doc? He had a post position to a 6-year-old Hilarious Halo. Bred and trained by John McClellan. Mr. Zach Mullins is in the sulky. Congratulations going out to Zach, the most wins on the season, 26, here at the Inverness Raceway. Next on post parade is the 4. Lapia is a 6-year-old Sunshine Beach. 5 wins on the season, 58 and 1/5 his best. He's owned and trained by Madison Poirier. Mr. Andrew McLean is in the sulky. The 4 is La Playa Adeo. Talk some smack at a post 5. Is only trained by Kevin McDonald at a Port Hood. He's an 8-time winner this season. Campbell McIsaac in the sulky. The 5 is Talk some smack. Winner best man, the 6 is Scratch Sick this afternoon. We're cut into a field of 5. And the last on post parade, it's the 3. Sure Gain. A 7-year-old Bluebird, owner trained by the effort-beaten Mr. Rodney Gillis, is in the sulky. Short field of 5. They go to post in 2 minutes. So Danny Gillis, Windermere best man, is scratched here in the 7th. He's not driving. Zach Mullins ends up with the most wins on the season here at the Inverness Raceway. He has 26. Danny Gillis, of course, had 25. And Rodney and Lewis, they started out at 19 and 18, respectively. Rodney picked up 1 so far. Lewis picked up 2. They're tied for 3rd, 20 apiece, and Jeff Boswell. And Lewis, he's going to try to slide into 3rd. He has the favorite here, the dead favorite, at $2.70. Jack Boswell. It's your last chance at the windows. The entries are completing the score and going to the gate. The Inverness Raceway statistics are courtesy of Standard Bred Canada. Statistics above include starts over the past 365 days of racing here at the Raceway. Just going by the stats provided by Standard Bred Canada. For the final time of 2025 harness racing season, the entries have been called to the gate by your starter, Mr. Sean Tobin, and your gate driver, Mr. Leonard Wyres. Doing an excellent job there on that starting gate here at the Inverness Raceway. Each and every card of racing. The winner's over. Comes to the stable turn here at the Raceway, and we've a short field of 5. They go for 2,000. Jack Boswell, a 7-time winner this season in rain to Lewis McDonnell. In on the rail, what's up, Doc? And Zach Mullins, Sure Gain, Rodney Gillis, La Playa Deo, Andrew McLean, and Talk Some Smack, an 8-time winner this season, is out there. 5 on the outside, the short field of 5 for $2,000. The finale here at the Inverness Raceway. There! Down out of the gate and away, and what's up, Doc? Heads out charging into the turn. He takes over the lead. Jack Boswell, he's second, then a gap of 4. At the Sure Gain, La Playa Deo in 4, Talk Some Smack in the backfield. What's up, Doc? Here's Jack Boswell. Pop in the 2-hole. He's up to challenge the pace setter. He's going to pull right back because What's Up, Doc has nothing to do with that. He wants to chop out these fractions. 28 and 2 brought them by the quarter. For second, Jack Boswell. Here comes Sure Gain. He's going to take a run. La Playa Deo is going to drive that second over cover perfectly. And in the backfield, that is a closer, Talk Some Smack. The field of 5 comes by the half with 3 in and 2 out to the 5/8 after a half mile, 58 flat. What's up, Doc? By a half a length. Sure Gain out there on the outside. La Playa Deo right there on the helmet third. He's going to wait till probably the 7/8. Jack Boswell is in at the rail. He's nowhere to go but pull back. Heading past that 3/4, Sure Gain has a half a length. What's up, Doc is asked to go on. He does go on the turn. 127 3/5. What's up, Doc? Sure Gain. La Playa Deo has got to make his move here at 7/8. Andrew McLean tips out and through the lanes here. A Sure Gain brings him on home. There's room for Jack Boswell to get through. He slides through. He's a winner. That's Jack Boswell and Lewis McDonnell here in the 7th. 158 and 1. That's the 2025 harness racing season wrapping up. We're at the Inverness Raceway, a driving triple this afternoon for this gentleman coming back, Lewis McDonnell. We made it easy for everybody to mark the program here in the 7th. From the top, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And coming back from the lower turn, he's a 4-year-old, big pacing gelding by Big OK. He said the an example mare. Some horse somewhere. Mark Gallant and Craig Arsenal are the breeders from Prince Edward Island. He's owned by Mark and Keith McDonnell along with Glennis Young of Long Point. Keith McDonnell does the training. Lewis McDonnell has a hat trick on the afternoon. First time for a hat trick for this fella. He never scored one on the ice. He heads into the Denmark Acres winner's circle. Here's the winner. The winner's over. 4-year-old Jack Boswell and Lewis McDonnell. Congratulations, Lewis. Seventh official, Jack Boswell, the winner. What's up, Doc? Second, Sure Game third. Let's play a deal 4. Talk some smack 5. The 6th was out. 28 and 2, 58. 127 and 3, 158 and 1. The program it should read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scratch down the bottom 158 and 1/5. Lewis McDonnell driving triple on the afternoon. Jack Boswell, 280, 210, 210. What's up, Doc? 260, 210. Sure Game, 210. 1-2 Exactor, 310. 1-2, 3. Triacta, 1650. The double come back, 240. That's a wrap here at the Inverness Raceway until late May 2026. On your way home, take your time and have a safe and pleasant drive. Good afternoon.